sure you send right. Hey y'all, I'm trying to wait till a couple more people come in. That way I can go ahead and get straight into what's been going on. Also get myself together. Okay, there we go. That's a little better. So I'm gonna go ahead, because anybody that watched this, you won't have to wait long for the replay. So I am in the car, so I'm sorry about that. But we are out doing a couple deliveries or whatever. So I'm in the car, so if it's a little dark, then that's why. But I wanted to come out here and tell y'all what's been going on, because if y'all noticed this week, I didn't put out as many videos as I normally would have, and that is because your girl did not feel good at all. Like, I have had a rough week when it comes to my stomach, and it all started from sometimes, y'all, I just want to feel normal. Like, when it comes to eating, I just want to feel normal. Like, and sometimes I eat something I know I shouldn't. Well, this time, let me let this up. Monday, I treated myself to an ocean water slush from Sonics. That is like my favorite. No, it wasn't a slush. It was just the ocean water drink. That is like my favorite. Okay, and I was fine. I was fine Monday, but Tuesday evening, oh my goodness. And I have been eating the salads with the ranch, which the ranch wasn't bothering me at first, but I think it contributed to what happened to me this week. So this week, my stomach just, it was almost mimicking what happened last year when I got really sick, but this time I caught it. Like, I caught it quick, because last year, y'all remember, if you was following me, it sent me to the hospital twice. I caught it, but it still upset my stomach, like, from Tuesday up until yesterday. And when I say it, when it does that, it strips my body, and you lose weight. Like, I've been holding 119 for a couple of months now, after, you know, eliminating everything and getting down to the 119, which is within my height standard. I've been holding it up until this week. Once my stomach went crazy, I literally went down 3 more pounds. And I'm like, oh, no. Now, my normal weight, and I say my normal weight because after I had my last kid, after I had Kylie, when I left the hospital 2 days later, I was 115. Okay? I've been big, but the weight was due to like alcohol and eating all the stuff I knew I shouldn't have. But now, seem like as I get older, I can't tolerate hardly nothing. Like, I eliminated so much stuff. Well, I started taking like the gluten back, and I will only have dairy like in the ranch dressing. Y'all, after this week, sitting now at 116, which is still good. Like, it's not completely bad, because like I'm only 5'2", but I wanted to stay between that 119 and 120. I didn't want to go no lower. So now I'm trying to, today was the first day back where I could actually eat a full meal, and and not have to be at home, if you get what I'm saying. Like since Tuesday. At first, I had said that if it was still going on today, I was going to the hospital because I didn't want to get dehydrated and all that stuff. Because last year I had to get IVs and all this stuff because I was dehydrated because it really stripped my body. So I was like, dang, y'all already know it ain't much I can really eat. And that's why I be on the garden so much. And I'm gonna tell y'all what happened today. I said today was enough because not only that, little Aronde, my son, got sick this week too. He got ready to lay down and he ran in my room and he was like batting his eyes, and it scared me because I'm like, what is wrong? He not saying nothing. He just like trying to get himself together. I'm like, what is wrong? What's wrong? He was like, he laid down and acid jumped up and it hurts his eyes. And I'm like, what? Like, okay. Okay, so I had to hurry up and get him medication, make him sit up for a couple of hours before even going to bed. So I'm like, you know what? I eliminated so much stuff. You go to the hospital, they can't find nothing wrong with me, and they tell me it's my gerd, and it seems like it get worse and worse and worse. So today, and y'all know that if y'all went over to my other channel, I had one video up, and I did that video, I think it was Monday that I did it, and I made the salad, and I said that some people cannot take ranch if they have GERD, but I find that I can. There is something called silent acid reflux, okay? I have both. If I eat something spicy or something greasy, it's no longer silent. It's like full, like, yes, I'm here, you ate it, I shouldn't. But then I also have silent reflux, which is I can eat something and it'll let me feel like I got away with it. And even though I don't get the burning or nothing, it'll sit in my stomach, and when it inflames like what I had this week, it inflames. Like, it inflamed, y'all. Like, it was crazy. Like, literally, if it didn't stop, I was going to the hospital today because I know what was going to be next. The spasms I was getting last year, all this stuff. So what I did was 2 days ago, I started back on my famotidine, which is Pepsid AC. That's what I take, but I take 40 milligrams, the prescription from the doctor. And I hadn't been taking it because I thought my reflux was better because I wasn't having those reactions. So I hadn't took it for a couple days. Oh my goodness. Y'all, what got my stomach together to where I could actually keep food on it today was me taking my famotidine. Yes, I took it yesterday and I took it day before yesterday, and I was supposed to take it tonight and I forgot, but I said I'll just start fresh off because I didn't eat nothing crazy. But when I tell you, like, the video I did yesterday for the amending the soil and stuff, y'all, it took so much out of me to do that video. Even though I looked like I was fine on there, I was so, like, my body was so stripped, and I can tell because I can tell in my eyes when I'm going through that. Like today, my eyes is back to normal, but when I'm going through that, and it lasts 5 to 6 days, when it's really flared up, my eyes look like, it just looked like stripped of everything. And I'm like, okay, enough is enough. I done eliminated so much stuff. So y'all, I broke down today and I went and got this. I'm in the group and I see a lot of people have success with it, and after reading this, I'm like, oh my goodness. I thought I was doing something, y'all. I thought I was doing something with not having the beef, not having the pork, not having like tomatoes and stuff like that. I thought I was doing something. Oh, I wasn't doing nothing. Like my life done changed with it over the years, and it's still finna change. Like, not only me, the kids. My grocery bill is finna be high. But let me tell you, one of the things that I'm so happy about is gardening. And I'm going to tell you why. This is the book I went and got. I got it from Barnes and Noble. I know you can order it on like, I think it's like the ebooks and stuff. But I just went and bought it because I want to be able to highlight it and stuff. And I've been reading this book almost all evening. And when I tell you almost everything they say is a trigger food for me. And some stuff that I didn't think I could eat, I can eat. And most thing is I can grow it. I got seeds to grow it. And some of the stuff that's in here, I'm already growing. And one thing last year when I got really sick, I was eating a lot of peppers. And y'all know I'm growing peppers now because it says sweet peppers. Y'all, I got all these peppers, and according to this book, I can't eat them things, even if they hot or not. And last year, I was eating them because they wasn't hot, but I didn't know the difference in the pH of the peppers, whether they hot or not. This book tells it all. Give the recipes, the what the fruit or the vegetable is, the pH balance. Like, I learned that I need to eat stuff that has a pH of 5 and up. Like berries. I thought I couldn't eat berries, but if I put it in almond milk and make a smoothie out of it, I can eat it. So I got so much more to do in this book for studying this book. But this book, I went over to my other channel, and because I did that video with that salad and that ranch on it, I have to redo my whole intro for that and everything, because now everything is going to be based off this book. As for this channel, gardening gardening can't go nowhere. Gardening can't go nowhere. Most of you guys benefits from gardening. Y'all, I haven't even put up no coupon video today, this week, and probably not. I done had a couple people reach out to me that has family that's in my area, and they've been asking me where is the inserts, and I told y'all you can't find them, and it's stressful. That's one thing I have to literally eliminate to get my body, because when your gut, my stomach is acting up, I ain't good to nobody. I ain't good to nobody. So I went over there, I took that video down, because starting tomorrow, if it's God's will, we doing it strictly from this book right here, from like the stuff that I done learned and the things that I can eat and stuff, because I want to, like, GERD makes you lose weight once it gets really, really bad, because it literally sends everything out of your body. Like, it's almost like you got IBS, and IBS and GERD go hand in hand. And I feel like that's what's going on, because like I say, ain't no need of me. I was gonna go to the hospital so they can make sure I'm not dehydrated and stuff like that, but ain't no need of me going when I know it's something that I ate wrong, because just like last year, I'm there twice and you couldn't find nothing, like nothing. I mean, stuck, poked, pricked, x-rayed, everything. You can't find nothing. And like I say, it mimicked this week, started mimicking this time. Well, actually last year, it was the beginning of August. It started mimicking it this time. And y'all, in this book, zucchini, cucumbers, eggplants, the stuff I'm growing is the stuff that I don't have to buy when I go do, because on that channel, we're gonna grocery shop on that channel. Let me tell you, I changed the name to Mississippi Girl Home and Kitchen. Yes, I did. I did that today. I am not playing. I changed the name to Mississippi Girl Home and Kitchen. I have not put the new link in the community tab yet. I haven't done none of that. I took that video down because I know tomorrow I need to get up and I need to do breakfast. And that's another thing I'm guilty of. I get so busy, I won't eat. And I know from having GERD that an empty stomach is an acidic stomach. That I knew. I did not need nobody to tell me. But I'm one, like, with me, I'll feed the kids and then I won't eat. I'm not supposed to go more than 2 hours without eating. And I'm guilty of that. I would go 6-7 hours without eating, because I'll blame it on, oh, I'm so busy. Oh, I'm so busy, not knowing that I am tearing my body up, because my body ain't like everybody else. And I'm just like, okay. So this book even give me a time schedule, and that's what I was looking for not so much from what GERD do to the body, because I know that from having this from the age of 5, I know that I needed something that showed me the pH of food, what food I can eat having GERD. And this breaks it up into a healing phase, which is, I'm starting on that channel from phase 1, the healing phase, because this is the perfect timing with me just coming out of a flare-up. And then we'll go into the maintenance phase, which is a month later, because I think your healing phase is a month. It's 28 days. And then you go into your maintenance phase. So if you haven't bought this book, I would say buy this book. But I'm gonna be talking to y'all on that channel about what I learned out of this book. Everything will come out of this book. And also the only things on that channel will be my grocery hauls, because y'all gonna get a video, if it's God's will, on that channel where I'm cleaning out my house refrigerator. All the jams and jellies and stuff we was giving, making peanut butter and jelly and stuff for the kids, is getting thrown in the trash. Like, I don't want them to have to deal with it. And they all have been medically diagnosed with gerd, all three of them. Like, and my daughter, she's had to have x-rays and stuff like that. So it's not me saying they have gerd, they have been medically diagnosed with it. And like I say, this week when he came in that room about 1 o'clock in the morning, and he said it was affecting his eyes, it was like, he said it was just straight acid. And see, he's one that he'll throw up in a minute if it's like off track. So I'm just like, you know what, I thought I was doing good, but reading this, I was setting myself up for silent reflux, which I already know I have, but it's happening with them too. They not having an issue. I'm so used to you having an issue within 20 minutes after eating, to where it going to where it's not even bothering you until it's too much for the stomach. So I want to let y'all know that's why I haven't. And on this channel, I'm doing too much, y'all, and it's too much stress. Gardening, I got to have gardening. I got to have it, because with the whole family, like my husband eat the way he want. I can't make nobody, but I can put the handle on what these kids eat. So I had them, I can put the handle on it. And so if he eats it, like, because he was diagnosed with GERD about 2 or 3 years ago, and the doctor told him in the hospital, the doctor was like, didn't I just see you 2 weeks ago? I'm like, yes sir, for GERD. And he was like, well, when they did his ultrasound, it was like, it was so much acid in his stomach, he was in the hospital on morphine and another pain med through an IV. He was in so much pain, and they thought it was maybe his gallbladder or liver or something. It wasn't. After checking, doing ultrasound, his stomach was so inflamed, and he had never been diagnosed with GERD. And the doctor was like, he like tapped him on his knee and was like, you need to listen to your wife, because she's been dealing with this for so long. And even dealing with it so long, you still find things that used to didn't bother you that triggers you now after you get older. And that's what's happening. That's what happened. So I went from last August, after getting so sick, dropping all the gluten, dropping the alcohol. I do not drink no more. I don't even have one drink a month now. I don't drink no more. That's when I went down in my weight. And I do believe all that weight I was carrying was due to the alcohol. Due to the alcohol. I wasn't an alcoholic or nothing, but I was having my beer and my wine. I was enjoying myself at home after I get through, just wind down. After that, and getting off the dairy and the gluten, the weight just come off, because you're mostly inflamed. It's mostly weight from being inflamed. But then you have that, if you have GERD and it strips your body where it turns into like IBS, you can't keep nothing in the inside, you'll start dropping weight. And I'm like, 3 pounds? No, that took me from my 119. But I'm fine, because like I say, my natural weight is 115. I'm going off my natural after having kids is 115. So I can't do it, y'all. I cannot do it. So on this channel, gardening is, I know gardening is beneficial to everybody, to grow your own food. I may throw some clearance finds up in there, but I'm not going to stress myself. And I think that's another thing. I don't want to be in the stores like that. And it's kind of stressful for me to go there. Now, couponing in my area, we don't get inserts and stuff, y'all. And even doing the freaking what is it? Digital coupons. What's happening is I get to the store and they ain't got nothing now. And I'm like, dang. So I'm just like, you know what? I can't stress myself with it. It's not like it was. So we're going to do gardening, and I'll do my like prepper bags and stuff like over here. But on the new channel, it's all about this. I'm moving my clean with me's to that channel. And any home decor, stuff like decoration. Like I got a banner up saying what it is. I've already changed the name. I put up a new banner. So right now it's Mississippi Girl Home and Garden. I will put that in the when we get off here. I'll put it in the community tab because I changed the name. You may not be able to find it, so I'll put the link in the community tab. But I just wanted to come on here and let y'all know why I hadn't been putting up videos. Oh my God. Stop laughing. Stop laughing. Y'all sorry, but I just looked up and saw this guy. What he got on is just
Ain't nobody laughing.
whoo, I'm what okay. I just wonder, okay. Yeah, stop laughing, that is not nice.
We ain't laughing.
Whew. I mean, I just don't understand. And he know he's very well off. He put that on purpose. Yeah. All right. But anyway, so that's what I wanted to let y'all know why I hadn't been putting and I know I mentioned yesterday in the video, I said I had to get my husband to do the soil and stuff because it was taking so much energy. So that is why it was taking so much energy, because I was stripped like I say, y'all, I went this whole week not holding nothing in. Like, it was stripping me of every single thing. Like, so I'm excited about this book. And I'm excited to see how everything goes for as what the more stuff I can eat, y'all, because there's some spices and stuff I didn't think I could have, and according to this book I can have it. And this book's supposed to be really good, you know, like it's I've heard so much good stuff about this book. So like I say, I found it at Barnes and Noble for $20. It was like 18 something, plus tax was like right at $20. So I know you can get it on, I think it's Google Play. They had it for $15, but like I say, I wanted it so I can have it right there on the side of me, take notes. And the other channel, like I said, probably tomorrow I'm gonna do a video, video on cleaning out the refrigerator. I'm telling you, everything that ain't supposed to be in there is coming out. Anything processed is coming out. And I know the process is supposed to have, and I know I indulged in some chicken hot dogs, y'all, week 4 last, and they didn't bother me. So I ate them like it wasn't nothing. Yup, they didn't bother me right then. But what happened was they were just sitting in my stomach, just like, yup. She just keep putting it on top, putting it on top, putting it on top, and yeah, it got me. But I'm feeling a whole lot better. I am holding food. I haven't had. I held everything I ate today. So that's a good thing. I don't have to go to the emergency room for no daggone IV, because I did not want to do that. I have to if it would have kept on the way that it was going. Hopefully I can get them 3 pounds back. I want them 3 pounds back, y'all. I want them back, okay? But it's all right if I can't, because I've always been one that's hard to gain weight. Only reason why, like I say, I had got up to the weight that I was, it wasn't from food. I've never been the type to gain weight from food. It was the yeast and the alcohol, yeah, and the inflammation, and the dairy that I'm not supposed to have was all just, it was pretty much, I guess you could say, like water weight and stuff. So yeah, it's all right, but I gotta get a handle on it. Let's see, anybody have any questions? Carmelie said, hope you feel better, keep taking steps to improve yourself. I love your positive attitude. Thank you so much, Carmelie. Thank you. But yes, y'all, that's why I want to come out. It's like I haven't put no video up today, and I know y'all was messaging me saying you hope I felt better. So I was on a mission today. I got that, like I said, I worked on the other channel, I worked on the banner on this channel. I didn't record anything today. It was just pretty much kind of like rest, because I be so drained. Whenever I have a flare up like that, I be so drained. And like I was even having like my body temperature, it was off. I'd be cold, and I'd be hot, I'd be cold and like I said, I've been like this all my life. So I knew what was going on now. And I'm like, okay, no, where is my medicine? Because I ain't took this in a couple days, and I know it's my stomach. I know it's my stomach. And I do believe that if I would have waited one more day without taking it, I probably would have started having those spasms I was having last year. So I'm thankful that I was able to catch it this time, because y'all, when your gut is not, when your gut health is not good, your mental health, your physical health, everything is just, you know, shocked. And I'm like, but I'm telling y'all, if y'all not growing your own food, please grow, especially if you have GERD. If you have stomach issue, if it ain't even gotta be GERD, if you got IBS, you got Crohn's disease, and you got whatever it is dealing with your gut. Because when I saw the amount of things that I'm growing, watermelon, it tells you everything in here, like watermelon and stuff, which I already knew watermelon was good. I was skeptical once I got this book and started going down the list. I'm like, please let cucumbers be on here, please let cucumbers be on here, because I got a lot of cucumbers. And guess what, y'all, cucumbers is on there. I can have those. I was like, okay, thank you. Zucchini, my eggplant, y'all, my russet potatoes, okay? Y'all know I'm growing those. They on there as things that we can have. So I was like, man, and this the thing. If you go to that channel, like I say, no video is up. Video will be up tomorrow because I had to take that one down. But it's probably gonna be. I'm gonna get some stuff tonight to do my, I gotta start my smoothies back, y'all. But what was happening when I was doing smoothies before, they wasn't working with me, because I wanted berries, and I can't have berries. But according to this book, if I make the smoothie with my almond milk, I can have the berries, because it lowers the acid in the berries. But I was making my smoothies before with the berries, but I was putting like apple juice or something. I wasn't making it with almond milk. So that was my mistake. So I'll probably have that, and then another video is gonna be of cleaning out the refrigerator. Okay, like I said, any sauces, if it ain't on this list, because this book gives you everything. If it ain't on that, it's going in the trash. Okay, and I'm sorry y'all, it's dark, but it's going in the trash. If it ain't on there, straight in the trash. But I'll be showing all that on that channel. That's what that channel is going to be about. Healthy eating, and I just made it as healthy eating, so I can do a little bit more. And like I say, my clean with me's be over there. Any home decor, any homey type stuff, it'll be over there. But it's gonna be a lot of what I eat, because like I say, I have to eat three meals and 2 small meals. They didn't say snack. 3 full meals and 2 small meals a day. And that's the way one doctor had told me years ago. He said 3 meals and 2 snacks. And I had I wasn't doing it. And like I say, I am so guilty as not eating. I know I was busy last week where I ate like 1 full meal and then a half of a meal in one day, and I did that for a couple days, and I know I shouldn't have. And my body just must have got so much acid and whatever to where it couldn't take it no more. So let's see. Oh, I missed so yes. Chica Sweet said, glad you're feeling better. Thank you. Hold up. Chi Chi Sweets. I think I said it right this time. I always get it wrong, honey. I always get it wrong. B Solo says, please feel better and rest. You have a family that keeps you busy. Praying for you, sis. Thank you so much, V Solo. Thank you. I'm much better now. Like I said, I have to get a hand on this, and the best thing was the fact that I kept food in today. That was like the best thing, because I even had to go to Gatorade, and I don't drink Gatorade because it's high in sugar, and I don't deal with stuff that's 0 sugar, because it's replaced with stuff that I can't have. So I had to just drink some of the regular Gatorade, and I got the clear one, but it was so sugary. It was hydrating me, but the sugar will bother my stomach. So I'm just happy today that I was able to keep every little thing that I put in, because today was the first day I was able to keep it in since Tuesday, and that's a long time. So I'm not surprised for losing the 3 pounds, because I mean I went long, and I'm just like, okay, I don't want to lose no more. Hey, Miss Ellis, Garden Quilt Art Traditions, Miss Ellen Pinky. Hey, honey, how are you? Said hi to you in chat. Love the new home and gardening. Woke up from my nap just in time to catch you. Well, welcome, Miss Ellen. Welcome. And thank you. Thanks, hon. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Carmelie said, love the book. I will check out your other channel. Thank you, Carmelie. Like I said, y'all, no video is up. The one I had up, I had to take down because I'm not even going to be putting nothing about ranch in it. I am not, because I do think that was a doozy. Because after reading this book, ranch is introduced in the maintenance stage after healing, and I know I'm inflamed. I know my stomach is still inflamed. It takes a couple weeks for your stomach to actually heal once it gets inflamed like that. So I don't want to like have somebody using ranch, but I'm not really supposed to have ranch because it got dairy in it. But once you get going and going and going and you don't have it, you can kind of tolerate it here and there. And I know I was eating ranch for maybe about a good 3 days straight before I even got sick this time. And I'm like, okay, I went back and looked at everything I was eating. I know a couple weeks ago, I was eating chicken nuggets from McDonald's and I didn't get sick, but little did I know the stuff was staying in me and just like, you know, just building. Dr. Tara, hey Dr. Tara Hatley, I hope I said that right. Thank you. Sakira said, what's the name of the other channel? It is Mississippi Girl Home and Garden. I'm gonna put it, y'all, in the community tab. I'm gonna share it in the community tab. All I did was change the name. I had it as acid reflux, something acid reflux. It's the same channel. I just changed the name, but I am gonna share it when I get off here in the community tab, because I changed the name, you may not be able to find it in the search right now. So I'll just share it in the community tab after this live. Carmelie said, do you pack your own dietary food to eat while you're riding in the car? I get tempted to eat fast food all the time. Nope, and that's something I have to do. Doctors done told me I should always have food on the go, so I don't grab none. And I get so busy, but now I'm really learning that I cannot get that busy where I don't take care of my eating habits, because that's my way of being. Hold on, y'all, because I'm going on base and I can't film going through the gate, so I'm gonna have to put y'all down. I'm gonna put y'all like this, but I can still read y'all comments. Well, nope. You're gonna get the top of it. Hold up, y'all. Okay, I'm gonna put y'all like this. But I have to realize that I need to do it, because that's my health. That's my, I ain't good to nobody if my physical health is not good, if my mental health is not good. And so I'm gonna have to do all that, y'all. I know these little things I can get from Dollar General that have the little lids and stuff on them, so I can go ahead and prepare some of my dry snacks that I'm supposed to have throughout the day. I'm gonna do it all over there, because this channel already have a lot on it. So I'm gonna keep it as the preserving food, the gardening over here, and any little prepping that I have. But like I said,
good. So how are you?
Oh, have a good night, thank you.
You too.
Any little prepping and stuff, all that will be over here. I don't know if I'm gonna do, like I say, any more of the coupon and stuff, because it's just not worth it. And I'm not gonna tell y'all deals. I should be good with the words back up. Okay, I'm not gonna tell y'all deals that I know could be a whole lot cheaper. I know for a fact could be a whole lot cheaper. and you're not going to get it. And I was just like, you know what, that's a lot of stress. So gardening, bug out bags, and how to preserve food over here from here on out. The other channel is going to be where I any more clean with means that I have, any more, the healthy eating is a plus. That's like going, you probably gonna get more videos over there for the eating, because that's something I have to do every day. That's something I have. And if you don't have this book, just know that I will be, anything you see me eat from here on out will be approved by this book. Okay, it will be approved by this book. So you don't have to question, like, if you have GERD, like, should I be eating this, unless you have other issues like dairy or something like that. But I'm not even doing a lot of dairy, because if you have GERD, you're not supposed to anyway. So so currently I'm gonna have to start doing that, honey. I really am. Do anybody have any more questions for me? Like I said, I just wanted to come on and let y'all know that, and I'm gonna put it in the community tab of the new channel. Just don't look for a video on there until tomorrow, if it's God's will. That's when I'm starting. I even have my laptop with me right now. I did start my grocery list, or like going through the book, picking out different things. And starting doing what I'm gonna get from Walmart, because I'm gonna try to keep like a Publix and stuff. But when it comes to like some of the produce, and then you're finna see me growing different things. I got some garden videos that's not gonna be done outside. So all of my people, everybody that's inside that has small areas, we finna start back growing some inside. So some of the things that you can grow inside, I'm gonna start back doing that, because there are some things that I have to have in my diet that I want to continue to buy, and it's too hot for me to have it outside growing. So guess what, I'm finna grow it inside. So I've been writing out my little stuff today. So gardening is gonna be like a big deal, like things that, like, I haven't even started my herbs and stuff back. And you know what, y'all, sometimes we can want to do something and it be the time to do it, because I have been saying I'm gonna drop seeds. Some of the stuff that I was gonna drop seeds for, I just found out I can't have. So it was like, I feel like I was being prolonged for a reason. So now I can go through my seeds and drop exactly the herbs that I know is not going to, well, that I know is approved, that's not acidic. Because like I said, I didn't know what was acidic and what was the pH balance of different things. So for garden stuff, I need to go out there. I'll probably go live and talk to y'all while I do my setup, because I'm gonna be growing some stuff in the garage. But even though if I'm growing in the garage inside your house, so I haven't decided on which way I'm gonna go with it, because I need to have a arugula. I need to grow my romaine lettuce, anything emergency bug out bags, prepping, that type of stuff, and how to preserve your food over here. Not changing no more. Their name is written in stone. It won't be changing no more from what it is now, because not changing it no more. I kind of got it written out. That way less stress on me, because all over the place, y'all. It was all over the place, trying to do too much for one channel. And like I said, this week really taught me that I gotta lesson some of that. I gotta lesson some of it, y'all. So I'm excited about dropping these seeds tomorrow for these things, different things that I know I can have now. Y'all just don't know how limited I was. I was so sick last year, I took everything out my diet. I don't care if I wasn't sure it was out. And I ended up saying that I took out stuff that I actually can have. Because I was tired of eating chicken. And that was one thing, y'all, why I've been trying to like eat things that I know I shouldn't eat, because I was tired of eating chicken, rice, and maybe like a vegetable. The chicken was crock pot chicken, baked chicken, grilled chicken, rice, and you get tired much have ate unless I ate something I wasn't supposed to have, because I just didn't know what else to eat. So y'all see me on camera and I'm just all this up, y'all. I was striving off of just rice and chicken, rice and chicken for the past couple of months. So, and then I just like, you know what? So I started introducing. I started just eating chicken nuggets from McDonald's and all that. And like this book tell you, no fried nothing, no fried nothing, which I already knew, but it was just part of that. I want to feel somewhat normalcy. So the stuff that they say I can have in this book, I can feel pretty normal by eating this. Y'all, I haven't had a raisin in forever. And I found out today that I can have dried raisins if they was cooked if they made a certain way. I haven't had, not like raisins. I hadn't had raisins in years because I feel like I couldn't have. Like, yeah. So, do anybody have any questions? Any questions? I done got my whole point across. Everything that I needed to say. So if you got any questions, I'm here to answer them. I'm waiting. Oh, I can pull y'all back up now. Well, ain't nobody got nothing to say. That was the update, and I'm gonna go ahead and I guess end it here. Hold up. I'm gonna go ahead and end it here, and like I said, I'll put the link in the description box to the other channel. There's no video up right now. Want to be up tomorrow. Well, they'll start coming in tomorrow. But I'll put that link there. Let's see. B Solo said, do you have any hobbies besides growing a nice garden? Oh, V, I got so many hobbies. So many. I don't do all of them, but I got so many, honey. Jewelry making. What else? Sewing. I know how to sew very good. Sew pillows, clothes, you name it. What else? Y'all already know that I used to do canning, so that I said that's one hobby I don't do no more. But I know. What else? Y'all can remember anything else I be doing? Well, I have done. Oh, I used to make soaps. I used to make soaps, stickers and stuff like that. I ain't make candles. I'm trying to think. Who? Yeah, I used to paint mason jars and make little decorations and stuff with mason jars. I think I showed y'all some of the mason jars one time. That I used to do. Baking. I know it's a couple things, honey. It's a couple little crap. Now I can't think of them. But if somebody said it, I'd be like, oh yeah. Yep, used to do that too. I tried so many different things to see, like I learned so many different things and then tried them like for a certain amount of time to see what I was happy in, what I was actually happy doing. Miss Ellen said peace, love, and blessings, everyone. Good night. Good night, Miss Ellen. Have a good night, honey. So yeah, so many different things. I used to do reselling. Just, y'all, you name it, I done it pretty much. Y'all already know couponing. So, V said, I love knitting and find it relaxing when it gets cool. V, I always wanted to learn knitting. I don't know how to knit. I don't know how to knit. I can sew, but I don't know how to knit. Like I used to have a sewing machine, and I would sew pillows and different things like that. I could sew stuff on clothes and all that, but I can't knit. Shakira said I do jewelry and soaps. Okay, Shakira, I used to do that some couple years back. I used to buy all the glycerin soap stuff and mix everything and make different type of soaps. Oh, and I used to do basket making. Shakira said knit and crochet. Can't do it. Yeah, oh Lord. Okay, I want to learn. I can't do it. Shakira said I'm scared of sewing. LOL. Girl, that is so easy and fun to me. See, you got the and crocheting down. I want to learn that, and I got the sewing down. I can teach you that. I can teach you the sewing. I can do hand sewing, or I can do it with the sewing machine. But all those things, my grandma used to sew because I was so little. Like I'm telling you, y'all, I was so little growing up. And let me tell y'all, at 21, I was 100 pounds. And like I say, at 23, after having the last child, I was 115. And that is when I started drinking. I've always been little, and my grandma used to have to like buy my pants. She used to have to buy my pants big so they'll be long enough, because if she bought them to fit my waist, they would be short. So she had to buy them lengthwise. And I used to always wear, I think it was petite or a slim. And she used to have to sew my sew my waist, the waist of the pants, so they'll fit me. And so I learned how to sew from there. Like sometimes she would use a sewing machine, and sometimes she will use just needle and thread. And so that's how I learned how to sew. And I learned how to sometimes to do the quick thing. She would use that what is it, the elastic, the strips, where you put the strips in there, and like, it's mostly for like the cuffs of your pants and stuff. But you put the strip in there and you put it over the thing, and then you iron it, and it glues it like that. I learned all that as a child from watching her, and she would teach me how she was doing my clothes. So Vso said, "Oh girl, there are so many tutorials on YouTube." And I tried to look at some of those. I had bought me a knitting thing. I think it was a knit or crochet. It was one of them from Michaels. And I tried to, I tried to teach myself, because like the soap making and the jewelry making and all that stuff, I taught myself, well, myself in YouTube. But that was one thing I couldn't do. That was one thing I could not do. Can you get some almond milk and a bag of berries? Frozen berries. It's gonna be like maybe like the mixed berries, frozen mixed berries and almond milk. So it was like let me lock this. So those were things. I can't remember what I was gonna say, y'all. Oh, the crocheting. I tried to learn it. When they get to saying the loop and all this, and I may try it again, but I cannot. I don't know. Shakira said the machine scares me. LOL. Honey, I love it. I love it. I love it. I used to make pillows, decorative pillows, and sell those. I used to sell them at the flea market and stuff. But it's just like, it's very time consuming. I know that. And with me having anxiety, I don't need to sit a long period of time on one thing. So that's why I've like learned so many things and tried them, and just try to figure out what I'm actually happy with. I've spent so much money on different hobbies, just trying to figure out what I'm happy with, and so far it's narrowed down to what I'm doing now. Couponing, like I say, I have to let go. So that's one hobby I just have to let go. It's not what it used to be. Now you go to the store to do digital, no stuff there, because all the coupons done ran and got it. And then they ain't even servicing us with the papers no more with the inserts in it. So I just like, you know what? Yeah. So Gardening makes me happy, and prepping makes me happy. Which I have to, y'all gonna be getting videos of the bug out bags. I have to get 3 more backpacks. Because I had to upgrade the backpack. So 3 more, and I've already like been putting the stuff to the side. This got to go in it, but I'll show y'all that stuff. So that stuff makes me pretty happy. And now I have to go through my little emergency food. Remember, I was starting to build it up, and everything in there that is not approved in this book, I'm taking out. Because remember, I was saying I wasn't buying a lot of stuff anyway. Well, I wasn't buying certain things when it comes to that, because I was always saying in an emergency situation, we don't need to be sick from food. So if we buy all the wrong type of food, it don't do no good if we're gonna be just sick from it from eating it. So I'm glad I stuck to that. If y'all remember me saying that, while I wasn't buying a lot of processed stuff, I was trying to stay away from it. So anything that's not open, that I really just can't have, or they can't have, it's going to get donated to the soup kitchen here. So it won't go to waste. But anything in that refrigerator that's open, it's going in the trash. And I know it's a lot of peanut, well, it's not a lot, but it's like jams and jellies I would use to make their peanut butter and jelly sandwiches with. Like I try to make little things like that to make them feel like a kid when it come to eating, because I know how I feel with not being able to eat certain things. But now I'm to the point where I'm like, do I want to make them feel like a kid, or do I want to make sure that they healthy? Which one is more important? Making sure they healthy. And the way they stomachs are, like I say, this runs in my family on both sides, like heavy on my mom's side. Like, all right, this gerd, this is nothing new, and it just seemed like they picked up on it too. Lisa J say, I'm new and want to container garden. What is the purpose of the blue tarp under the containers? I put the blue tarps down only to keep the weed in the grass. Like last year, you said you're new, so some of you guys that was on the channel last year know we was killing a lot of snakes in the backyard. I had the tarp down then, but that made it so much easier to be able to see them, because if there's a snake on that, and really we ain't seen none this year. If there's a snake on the blue tarp, you're gonna see it. Rather than if you got the buckets down, and you got to weed eat and stuff in between the buckets, that's a hassle. And it's easier for a snake to get that coolness getting in between the buckets and in the grass where it may be cooler and stuff there. And that's why I started it last year right out bad. At first I had the tarp down with the wheat straw. Was it wheat straw? But the wheat straw was growing too much mushrooms. And so I took the wheat straw up and then just left the things. But even when I decided to put the buckets in the backyard, I remember back home, snakes, I was like, that was going to be a snake then. So my little instance from back home was like, you don't want to do that. And from the beginning, I had the tarps down, because I knew eventually if the wheat straw didn't work, I can remove it, leave the tarp, and it's easier to see where I'm walking and what's there, because you're gonna see a snake on a blue tarp. Like, you're gonna see that. So that's why. And also to keep, like I say, to keep the weeds and the grass from growing. So I know when we leave that house, if it's God's will, all I have to do is throw some grass seed down, and the grass will be just fine. It'll grow back up, because even we raised up some of the part of the tarp on one end, and of course the grass is dead under there, but it didn't take it no time to start growing on its own, so it'll be fine. Lisa J said, man, that is a great idea. We'll be doing that. 2 things. You're welcome, honey. You're welcome. So yeah, y'all. So a lot of people had asked about the tarp, but that's why. Mainly for the grass and the weeds and the snakes. So you'll know where you're walking, like what are you walking on. Now if anybody cannot see a snake or something on a blue tarp, then You probably will have to do something like, depending on your area, if it's shaded or if you have any type of, eye issue or something, you can always put like a more lighter or darker, no, would it be lighter? Either way, you can put different things down. They have like the colorful fabrics and stuff like that, but I think the blue tarps will work just fine. Just fine. So yep, y'all. But yeah, I think I'm gonna go ahead and end this live. And like I said, I'm going to put the link of the other channel. It's the same channel, it's just different name. And I'm glad all this happened right when I started doing that channel. That way I didn't get halfway through the channel, well, have like multiple videos up and then have to change it, because I don't want to have to change the name or anything. So I just pretty much wrote everything out, what's going to be on this channel and what's going to be on that channel. But you're going to get everything about home and healthy eating over there, y'all. And over here, hopefully tomorrow, well, I will be starting back up my indoor garden. So if you was not on the channel earlier this year, you will see the indoor garden I did in the house. This go around, I'm doing it in the garage with the grow lights. And it's gonna be my salads and stuff, because we are too hot here to have salads and stuff. But y'all, that is like arugula and stuff like that. It's stuff that, according to this book, I need in my diet, and that stuff is hot at the store. So I still have seeds and stuff. So I'm gonna do a video or either go live with getting that area back set up tomorrow. I have enough containers. I have enough containers to go ahead and get that stuff in that garage, so I can grow those things. And like I say, y'all, it's no excuse. If you're in an apartment or whatever, I am trying to show you to the best of my abilities that you can still grow food, y'all. You can still grow food. Let me plug this up. I did it earlier this year. There are things that are there are plants that are self-pollinated, and that just means that the flower has the male and the female parts already in it, and sometimes all you have to do is just shake it and it'll pollinate itself. That you won't even need bees and stuff. You can still have food and stuff growing. So we're gonna start that back up on this channel tomorrow, due to this book, y'all. Due to this book, like I just feel so more on top. I feel so much better than what I did this week, just by getting this book. And now I know exactly what I should be able to tolerate, and I know exactly what's acidic and what's not. So that I'm so thankful that they had. And they only had 2 of these books left, y'all. Only had 2 of them left. 2% said, hey Mississippi, why are you guys out late? Be careful out there. Oh, we finna go in, huh? We finna go in. Yeah, it's what time is it? 11:06. We wasn't doing nothing else, and we hadn't been out driving in a minute. So we decided to come out, and then on top of that, we was already out to get this book and stuff. So he was just like, I'm just gonna turn it on and see what's going on. So sometimes we do that. So that's what we doing. Well, that's what we was doing, and I just had my computer, and I was still able to get some work done and get that channel set up, y'all, because. And I feel like I'm gonna help a lot of people with that, because if there is people that struggle and don't know, like I say, I've dealt with this all my life, and I have had to make so many changes, and your body can take it for so long, and then when it gets worse and worse and worse, and that's another group that I'm in. People are having so many issues. Like I saw a post in the group yesterday. A guy went to the hospital. He thought he was having a heart attack. And how many times have I been to the hospital for that? And for them to just pat him on the shoulder and say everything, his blood work and everything was fine, that he's gonna have to toughen this out. And I'm like, no, you don't have to toughen this out. We're gonna find a way to, even like with my daughter, with Kylie, when it bothers her differently than it does with little Aronde. it makes her jaws feel like it's sour, like she's had sour candy or something. She's like, it's sour, like I can't, like, it literally does her like that. And with Tatiana, it sent her to the hospital a couple times. And then I had to pick her up from school, this when they was in public school, and had to take her, and the doctors is like, well, we're not sure. They done scared me so many times with her, because they're like, well, we're not sure. We need to make sure this, and we need to make sure that, and we need to do an x-ray because that don't look good. And it's just, and so y'all know, if you have a child, then you can't go back there when they doing the x-rays and all that, and then you gotta wait for the results. Everything was fine. It was her reflux, but they go and have to do everything just to make sure. So I'm just like, y'all just don't know how fed up I am with eliminating. And that's what the guy was saying. He was like, I've eliminated so many foods out my diet till I'm down to where it ain't really nothing I can eat. And I'm gonna post in that group this book, because I'm in the other group. I think, what, 2%, you asked me what was the book. It's the Acid Watchers Diet. I'm in another group that's called this, and so many people has been having so much luck with it. And yes, Growing with Hustlers, so they want that money. I'm telling you, they got a lot of money from insurance from me last year. Girl, I'm telling you, them 2 hospital visits, when I got they send you that little statement. Whoo! Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. And I was there 12 to 14 hours each time that I went last year. And I'm telling you, y'all just don't know. I was on camera this week, the little time I did put up a video. And y'all don't know, once I got off camera, all I kept saying is, I don't want to go back to the hospital. I don't want to go back to the hospital, because I knew last year, I was sitting in there with IVs all in, and then they come and taking all this daggone blood, and, oh, but we got to walk you down here, you got to do x-ray. Now, I was thankful, because I was scared. I didn't know what was going on. I'm thankful, but that was a whole lot, and it's scary at the same time. And then every 14 hours later, they say, well, Miss Smalls, you healthy, we can't find anything. And you sitting here like, I'm sick. I'm sick, like something is wrong. Like, so I was dreading that. I thought that was where it was going to end up today. I'm so happy that it had to be my medicine that really like kicked in and was like, because if I would have waited one more day, I wouldn't have been able to do it. I'm just like, so yeah, they be wanting that money, and they get it too, but then at the same time, you be happy that they running everything, but it's just like, you know what, I can avoid this. Grandma Hustle said, hey, in the chat. Let's say 2%. Said, you want that money? Said, oh, that's something to read. Yes, 2%. Yes, I started reading it this evening when I got. Look, when I left out of Barnes and Noble with it, I had bought my highlighter and everything, because when I woke up this morning, I'm telling you, it was on my mind. I was saying, okay, the first time something don't stay down, hospital we going. That's what I was saying. And so I got up and I was like, okay, I ate some grits, and they stayed in, and I was like, okay. And then I got my phone. I said, enough is enough. I need to find this book. And I started looking up, and they said Barnes and Noble in my area had it. And I was like, okay. I knew I was going there. I went on and grabbed my highlighter and everything. And I've been reading this book since I've been out, since I got it. And it's just like, yeah. Let's see. Deb and Jack Garden Adventures said hello from Ohio. Hey, Deb and Jack Garden Adventures. How you doing? From Ohio. Growing with Hudson says, I'm glad you figured it out. Thanks, Hunt. Yes, I'm glad. Because at first I wasn't thinking about it. I wasn't thinking about what could have happened. I just knew it was mimicking last year. It was literally mimicking it. And I'm like, okay, I done lost 3 pounds because I can't keep no food in. If I done lost 3 pounds and can't keep food in, then I'm probably dehydrated. And I was just like, okay, here we go again. Here we go. But girl, today I could have turned some cartwheels when I ate this morning, and it it is day in. I could have literally turned some cartwheels. Cause I'm like, okay, whew, okay, all right, we got it. Love Notes said, hey, Mississippi Girl Life. Hey, Love Notes. Deb and Jack's Garden Adventure say, doing great here. Been enjoying your videos. Well, thank you. Thank you so much. I'm glad you're doing great. And thank you for watching the videos. I really, really appreciate it. I really appreciate it. Deb and Garden Center. Okay. Thank you, Deb and Jack Garden Adventures. Thank you. Honey, I'm glad too. I'm glad too. Because I woke up at 5 something this morning. And I know I slept, but you know how something is on your mind, because I'm telling you, y'all don't know how much I was saying that it was going to be a hospital visit if I kept like I was today. And I think that me knowing that, I was just kind of like, okay, so I woke up at 5 o'clock this morning. I don't normally do that. And I couldn't go back to sleep to 7 because I was just trying to wait till it was enough time for me to eat something to try it. Because I was saying, I hope y'all know how it is when you dread something, then you end up can't sleep and all that, and that's what would happen. But I'm telling you, when them grits stayed in, I was like, whew, okay. I could have went through the house turning cartwheels, knowing if I would have turned one cartwheel, I probably would have end up in the doctor's office somewhere. So I ain't turned no cartwheels, but in my mind, I was turning them. Okay, I was turning them because I don't wish last year on nobody. I don't wish that on nobody. And it's people that have those issues. I know one lady said she went down to 100 and like 101 pounds or something like that. And she wasn't 110 from GERD. And she went to the doctor, had everything done, x-rays, they did the scope and everything, and come back, it was just GERD, and she had kind of like IBS, so it wasn't keeping nothing in, and she was perfectly healthy, just very, very skinny from GERD. And I'm like, I don't want that. I don't want that. I need to because when I was younger, I always wished I would gain weight. I never would gain weight. And y'all just been watching my older videos and saw that I had gained weight. Like I'm telling y'all, it was only from the little wine and the beer. That was it. When I started having that, then y'all know that'll put weight on you. So it wasn't even real weight, I don't think. I guess it was more of yeast from the yeast and the sugar and stuff like that. And once I left that alone, now I'm back to where I was 2010, which is okay. It's okay, but it's just the fact that I don't want to go no lower, because y'all, it's hard for me to gain weight. If I'm not drinking alcohol, I won't gain weight. And so I was like, okay, I want to keep a little weight. So yeah, I was so happy with that. But y'all, I'm gonna go ahead and get off. I wanted to let y'all know that, like I say, do not forget to check the community tab. Give me about a good 2-3 minutes to get off in here, and I'll go ahead and put that link. Remember, ain't no video up. The videos on that channel will start up tomorrow if it's God's will. Probably gonna be with an intro, and then after the intro, the introduction video, then the next video will be filmed tomorrow too and uploaded for y'all tomorrow. And it's gonna be me cleaning out that refrigerator, okay, cleaning out that cabinet. So y'all gonna get to see all that. It's got to go, because it's stripping. Like if I let this continue on and being inflamed like this, let my stomach, that will lead to different type of cancers. GERD can lead to LPR, something like that, esophagus cancer, stomach cancer, and all that. So it's really serious that I stick to it, because I've tried. I had it under control. I reintroduce stuff, and that's kind of like what you do. You reintroduce stuff after so many months. So now I've been in the reintroducing stage, and we see what happened to me this week. I got flared back up. So no more reintroducing nothing that I know I can't have. It's just to the point, because they normally tell you if you reintroduce and you get back inflamed, 9 times out of 10 you can't have it. It just don't even try to reintroduce. So I went those months without having anything. It was under control. I felt perfect. All that. I started a couple months ago reintroducing stuff. My body can't take it, and it did me in this week. So no more reintroducing. This is just a permanent from here on out life change. Well, I done made many life changes, but even more now. So yeah. So I'll put the link to that in the community tab on this channel, and then I'm probably gonna be filming a lot. It's scary dark. Yeah, it is we almost home. 2%. Yeah, so I will be putting let's see, I hear you. I may be cleaning out the junk food with it. Clean eating is the way. Exactly, V Solo. And I have to, I have to make sure I don't have a choice. And that's one thing. I don't have a choice. And I always pray for good health and stuff like that. And if I'm constantly eating stuff that I know my body can't take, how can I sit there and pray for good health and stuff like that? So it's just making me it's making me have to eat. I need to read that book. Some days the acid reflux is bad. Yes, they have it on Google Play for $15. You can download it. But if you like me, 2%, go to Barnes and Noble. This is where I got it from today. Go to Barnes and Noble and get it, because I wanted this book so I can highlight and really study. It tells you about the esophagus cancers and stuff like that. It tells you everything at the beginning of this book. And this is straight from a doctor that specializes in this. And it says, I guess he's been featured on 60 Minutes, CBS News. So he's, clinical profession, all this stuff. He know what he's talking about, okay? And for me dealing with it, the stuff that when I started reading it, the stuff other doctors have told me. So now I have it right in my hand, and I can highlight and study. And this is this. I skip past the beginning, because my OCD ain't gonna let me sit there and read that, because I already know the issues that can come with letting your gerd get out of hand. I already know that stuff, so I don't need to sit there and read the dangers. I know the dangers. So I went on into the straight into the healing phase and the maintenance phase. So we're going to be starting tomorrow in the healing phase, okay? Retraining everything. And like I say, it's coming from this book. I'm not going to show nothing on there that's not been approved in this book, okay? So it's on Google Play for $15. But like I say, if you like me, go. If you have a Barnes and Noble, and if you don't have a Barnes and Noble, just Google the Acid Watcher Diet book and see if Walmart or other places may have it. But I know I got this from Barnes and Noble. 2% said, okay, we'll do. Oh, no, wait. Deb and Jack Garden Adventures said, check us out. Deb and Jack Garden Adventures. Our prayers are with you. God bless. Thank you so much. 2% said, okay, we'll do. 2% said, I notice sometimes I have trouble swallowing food. It's like it's going halfway and I can't get it down. Water is okay, but solids can be bad. Yes, 2%. Yes, and it gives you all the things. It messes with your I have a lot of post-nasal drip, and in this book it tells you it messes with your post-nasal drip. I have a lot of mucus constantly in my throat. I feel like something be sitting on my chest. When it's really bad, my heart will pound. I have spasms in my esophagus. What else? It's just a lot. Like, you'll get tingling like in your arm and stuff, and you'll think that you're having a heart attack because of those things. You can get where you have these tingling feelings in your mouth and along your jawline. It does the most. It messes with every part of your body, and then it'll throw that anxiety in there. Your adrenaline go up. is horrible. So yes, 2%. What you're explaining is it possibly is GERD. Deb and Jack Garner Venture says was just released from the hospital with GI bleed. Take care of yourself. GERD and IBS is no fun. Prayers for you. Thank you so much, Deb. Deb and Jack's Garden. Oh my goodness. Well, I'm glad you much better. Cause I know that could be horrible. And I was hoping I didn't have anything like that this week. That was another thing that I was looking for, and I didn't see anything. But I was hoping that I didn't have a ulcer that was bleeding or anything like that. But I was so sick, y'all. So sick. And you see me on camera and you just kind of like, you know, this when I got off, I was just like, oh my goodness. I have a doctor phone call coming, so I'll let her know. Yes, 2%. Let her know. Let her know. That sounds just like GERD. She's probably gonna tell you. And I don't want nobody sticking no camera down my throat. And that's gonna be the next option, okay? I don't want nobody sticking nothing down my throat. They ain't gotta stick nothing down my throat. So I ain't got no choice. Cause I know the next time that they mentioned it when I went last year that if that medicine didn't do, they was gonna stick the scope down. And I'm looking like, oh, not with everything going on. I don't want nobody sticking nothing. No, 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 no. I don't want no. But I know if I don't get it under control, that's gonna be something that they're gonna have to do, and I don't want that done. So my famotidine started healing my gut. I can tell it started healing it. Um, so I'm gonna make sure, if it's God's will, I don't eat anything to inflame it again. Cause no. No, 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 no. And I don't want to have nothing going down there and all that. No, 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 no. So with that being said, y'all, we are home. As you can see, I'm the only one sitting in the car. They got out and they left me. No, this. But like I said, this is a lifestyle change for everybody. I'm pretty sure, because I ain't buying nothing else. If hubby wants some and want to eat this way, he have to buy it and cook it. I already told him, because I'm not cooking 2 and 3 meals or whatever. And then I'm not going to cook something for him that he's not supposed to have. So if he eats it, it'll be on him, because of the fact that he has GERD and stomach issues too. So, but me and the kids, I mean, like I say, I already told him it's not fun, is it? My son, it scared him the other night. Out of all the times he didn't have issues, that night when he ran in my bedroom and was like just butting his eyes and he was holding his hand right here, and I'm like, boy, you just left out of here. What's wrong with you? And he's like, I lay down, and acid just jumped up and it's doing something in my eyes. I'm like, oh, okay. So of course I wasn't feeling good myself, but I was up for the next 3 hours with him, which I didn't mind. But imagine you already sick, and now you got your child that's going through the same stuff, and you know it's not good. Like, so everybody in the house, we done changed so much. Like I said, now it's like straight. We can't introduce nothing, because I let them have a pizza the other day. Like I say, trying to let them feel like a child when it come. I had them let them have Little Caesar pizza, and I think it flared up with him. And today they worried me so bad. They wanted what was it? The Wendy's double stack or something. And I told them today is your last day. So now I got to go in here and give them something to make sure they don't have reflux. But today is no, don't ask me for nothing out that you can't have. So I let them have it today. I'm gonna go, and before anybody lay down. They had that around 6 something. So they've been up a while, but I'm gonna give them their indigestion medicine, because they have medicine for indigestion. And that way I make sure that don't nothing bother them overnight, because that stuff can choke you in your sleep. It can choke you in your sleep. And that's one reason why I stayed up with him so long, to make sure his acid was under control, because how it came up on him when he laid down, if he was asleep, it can choke you. And it's called acute indigestion, because I used to have it growing up a lot with it doing that. And the first thing the doctor told my grandma is, when she have it, get her to the hospital immediately. Ain't no laying down, ain't no letting it, get her here immediately, because I used to have this special drink every time. And so That's why I was up with him. And yeah, so no more. It's things in this book that'll make them that they won't even know that they're on a special diet, and that's why I looked through everything. I'm so happy with this book because y'all, this is my this yeah. Yeah. So yeah, I'm gonna go ahead. Let me see. Viso said you've made your choice, and that's to take control of the situation. Yes, V Solo. Yes, I have to, honey. I have to. Look, I'm 34. God's will. I can't keep going like this. I can't even enjoy my daggone. I ain't get the. I didn't enjoy. I enjoyed my 20s because I was alive. I ain't even gonna say that, but I went through this so much in my 20s and my teens and my like. Dang, I need some type of peace and relief, so I can be able to live and feel good. I'm blessed, but I need to be able to live. I'm not like being like, y'all get what I'm saying. I need to, and the only way to do it is to watch what I put in my. And it sounds so simple. Watch what I put in my mouth and just understand my body is not like everybody else. It just don't perform like everybody else. But it could be a lot worse. It could be a lot worse because they can't find anything wrong. That's a blessing right there. So now I just need to take control and eat what I know I'm supposed to be eating and stop going all day 24 hours and only eat one full meal and a half a meal when you pretty much add everything together. Like, I know I should not be doing that. I'm supposed to eat 6 times a day, and I've been knowing this for years, and I won't do it. I let everything else take me from paying attention to what I'm supposed to be doing, and I have to stop it. Like, this week really showed me, like, chick, I'm going to keep being inflamed and flare it up. And if I don't get control over it. So just got to do it. I got to do it, y'all. But y'all, I'm going to go ahead and get off of here. Let's see. Deb and Jack Garden. I'm going to say, does the acid from tomatoes, oh, yes. Oh, I can't have no tomatoes. I tried introducing my body back to it a couple weeks ago. Oh, no, ma'am. Oh man, no ma'am. The reflux and the daggone air. Cause I have gerd gastritis. I have gerd and gastritis, and it is and a leaky gut. So that's pretty much what everything is. So the leaky gut is kind of like IBS, irritable bowel syndrome. All that goes links with the GERD. So I have to literally because that's why I say y'all I had to because I don't want to be setting up no ulcers and stuff like that. That stuff can turn into cancer and all that. And even with the kids, like I had to just I had been saying I was gonna get this book, and I was like, you know what, today is the day I'm gonna get this book because I've been seeing it and people been asking, is this approved and this, and I've been watching the group and everybody having success with it, and they really writing down and looking at what they eat, and I just had to do it, y'all. I had to do it today because yeah. Deb said, I understand. I've been there. God's grace, though, has kept me. Yes, I understand, Deb. Honey. Whew. If it weren't for God, I don't know where I would be. Because, oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. And the fact that I didn't want to go to the hospital them 2 times last year with everything that was going on, I was up in that scared. I was in mass all the way up to here, and I was trying to make it stretch even further up because it was it was in the prime of everything that was going on last year, and Lord, it was a lot. And that hospital was the last place I wanted to be, but I had to go. I was just that sick. I was sick for 3 weeks before I decided to go. And I'm glad I went when I went. That's why this time I did not want to have to do this all over again. So, but y'all, thank y'all for listening to me ramble. I wanted to give y'all that update. I'm going to go ahead and get off here and go in this house and shower and get myself together. I got to learn to lay it down at a certain time too, because that ain't good for the gut neither, to be over stressed and tired and all that stuff go hand in hand. That's part of your good eating and all that stuff. So I gotta stop. I'll be up 2-3 o'clock in the morning watching TV or I no actually I have the TV on. I'll be working on YouTube stuff and answering comments, y'all, and I gotta stop doing that. Oh, I don't eat late 2%. That's one thing. I don't eat late, honey. I don't eat and every now and then I've had to eat like at 8 o'clock if I was really, really busy, but for the most part, I'm through eating by 7 o'clock. But it's just the fact of what I eat because I can eat something in the morning I'm not supposed to, and I'll start burping it up like at 9 o'clock that night. I can eat something at 10 o'clock in the morning that I'm not supposed to, and I'll burp it up at 9 o'clock that night. So it's just, I just have to, like today for dinner, because I was still reading this book. I went to Jersey Mike's, and they meat is gluten free, but it's very salty. But the meat don't bother me, but I only had them to put less meat on it, and I had gluten free bread with only lettuce and their gluten free mayo, and I don't have no issues with that sandwich. And that's what I ate, and that was at 7 something. I haven't had nothing else in my mouth since then. Because I know I was gonna be starting this, so I had to be, safe about it. Let's see. Have Deb say you have a great evening. Healing is yours. Thank you so much. You too, Deb. I'm glad you okay. Take care of that GI problem, honey. Take care of it. I want to be able to talk to you more. 2% said yes. I gotta stop eating. Oh, you said you gotta stop eating late. 2%. Okay. Got you. Yes. 2%. That is not good, honey. Kimberly Morris says, praying for you, boo. Thank you so much, Kimberly. 2% say yes. Tiffany Morris says, with all that homegrown food you have grown, girl, I know you're healthy. Yes. I gotta really change my garden. I won't be changing it. I continue to grow, and like a lot of them peppers and stuff will just get donated. But I gotta really redo different things, which is not too much out there that I'm growing that I won't be able to eat. But I'm so happy with those cucumbers and the squash and zucchini and eggplant because I can eat all that, and the potatoes. So God say the same next growing season. Y'all already know what's gonna be out there. Only the stuff that I can eat. But I'm so thankful that most of the stuff that I'm growing now is in this book. It's approved. So I'm so happy with that, y'all. So growing and freezing and stuff works out because this book can the stuff that it's telling you gotta have can be kind of pricey. So anytime I can cut with my produce, that's perfect. So yeah. So y'all, we'll talk more if it's God's will about this. Like I say, I'm gonna be redoing. We gotta grow some stuff indoors, and I'll be dropping seeds and stuff, and I'll come back and talk to y'all live while I do that tomorrow. And then I'm about to go ahead and put that link to the new channel in the community tab. No video is up. Videos will start rolling in tomorrow if it's God's will. So with that being said, y'all, I enjoyed each and every one of y'all. V Solo said, have a wonderful evening, sis. You got this. Thank you so much, V Solo. You too, honey. You too. I appreciate each and every one of y'all for sitting here listening to me run my mouth. But y'all, I'm so serious. Like, I'm so serious and I'm thankful. Um, with that being said, I want y'all to have a good evening, and I'll see y'all in the next video. Until next time, y'all, happy gardening. Bye.